So I was diving into a bit of history on the mousetrap the other day, and while the concept of trapping mice dates back centuries, the very first spring-loaded mousetrap wasn't invented until 1894. The perfected design came out just 3 years later, which is still one of the most effective mousetraps in production today. And of course, the least effective mousetrap in production today, which has probably never even trapped a single mouse, was invented by Hasbro in 1963. But the reason I was looking into mousetraps is I learned that 12 years before these simple spring-loaded ones, there was another design I could not believe was real. It was called the revolver mousetrap. It came about in 1882, and it was obviously invented in America, where when there's a problem, the first thing we always try is shooting it. Next up, in the field of cybersecurity, one of the essential parts of some encryption algorithms is having an element of randomness. This is bad because computers are actually incapable of creating random numbers. A common way that computers will fake it is by passing the system clock through these weird algorithms to generate numbers that for all intents and purposes seem pretty random. But when randomness isn't actually random, there are ways to exploit the process. There's a famous story about a guy who cheated at electronic keno in Atlantic City by figuring out the way the random numbers were being generated and was able to just pick all winning numbers. And he would have gotten away with it too if he also had the street smarts to not just win 20 jackpots in a row. But now a company called Cloudflare is trying to ensure real randomness for cybersecurity and encryption using the cutting-edge, modern technology of lava lamps. The way it works is they set up a wall full of lava lamps and point a camera at it, and then the system uses computer vision algorithms to look at the random movements of the liquid inside the lamps and generate random numbers from them. And it seems to be working really well. The only thing I can think of that might be more truly random is using numbers generated by people who own lava lamps. And from the field of linguistics, I learned a new word recently, carcinostation, which is the process of turning into a crab. Not to be confused with carcinogenesis, which is what happens to your lungs if you think smoking is cool. Carcinostation is a term related to evolution. All modern crabs started as this shrimp-like creature called a Mayora, which was around back in the Triassic period. And then, unlike the branching of a normal evolutionary tree, the crab evolutionary tree looks like one of those 16th century royal family trees where the same dude just keeps showing up. But so starting with this Mayora, as much as evolution keeps trying to do new things to split the tree, the body becoming flat with a wide carapace and the tail losing its fins and folding under the abdomen just seems to be the best for survival. So, that's just something to keep in mind for all of you with summer coming up. If you're trying to hit the gym and get that ideal beach body, according to evolution, it actually looks like this. And now, hopefully, that will be the end of the subject of crabs for the night as we get Nicolette up here to talk about online dating.